Since Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle relocated to California just before the coronavirus pandemic, there have been strained ties between them and other royal family members. The pair left Frogmore Cottage on the Windsor estate, where they had been living while in the UK, and now live in Montecito in Santa Barbara with their children Archie, 3, and 1-year-old Lilibet. The move caused a divide in the family as tensions arose within Harry's relationship with his brother Prince William and father, now King Charles. The divide appeared to deepen when the couple did not fly back to the UK in March to attend the memorial service of his grandfather Prince Philip at Westminster Abbey. At the time, it was reported Harry was concerned about security arrangements for his family in the UK. Despite the tense relationships between Sussexes and members of the royal family, they all came to mourn the Queen, and have left glimpses of a potential reconciliation following the Queen's passing. Last Saturday, 2 days after the monarch passed away, the Prince and Princess of Wales made their first public appearance outside the Windsor estate to read tributes that had been left to Her late Majesty and to greet mourners. In an unexpected appearance, Harry and Meghan joined brother and sister-in-law as the Fab Four were reunited in their grief. However, a source told People magazine the appearance was awkward and both couples struggled. It was awkward, the insider source claimed to the outlet. Both couples found it hard. They were in a stoic spirit of just getting through it for the Queen. It's such an extraordinary historical moment and also a deeply personal one for the family that you'd hope and think that all members of the family would unite and support, King Charles III, especially, said one palace insider. And perhaps some of those wounds can be healed in the process. Despite the rift between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family, and the movement to California, the Queen's love for her grandson still never faded, but it would have been one of her most dear desires. The feud between Harry and his wife and her family would end. Also, according to People magazine, a close source insisted it would have been the Queen's dying wish to have her family amend their differences. She knew that conflicts were a part of life, and she didn't hold grudges, said the insider. Most of all, she wanted to see her family happy. Meanwhile, Robert Hardman, royal historian and author of Queen of Our Times, The Life of Elizabeth II, told the magazine in this week's issue that she adored Harry right to the end, and Harry adored her. But grant her love, Hardman said the Queen would have been hoping Harry and Meghan put their woes to one side. He said, I think she was one of the conduits between Windsor and California, and it would have been one of her dearest wishes that, the family, patch things up. Mr. Hardman's claims come after an explosive new royal book claimed Her late Majesty was hurt by Harry and Meghan's decision to leave the royal family. In an extract from the book, The New Royals, Queen Elizabeth's Legacy and the Future of the Crown, published in Vanity Fair, author Katie Nicholl quoted a close friend of the Queen who said the late monarch didn't like to think about Harry and Meghan's decision to step down as senior royals. The friend told the author, the Queen was very hurt and told me, I don't know, I don't care, and I don't want to think about it anymore. The source added it was of more regret to Her late Majesty that Harry and Meghan's move meant she did not have the opportunity to see as much of Archie and Lilibet as she'd have liked. Her late Majesty passed away at Balmoral Castle on September 8 at the age of 96, at which point her eldest son Charles automatically became king. As the monarch, the book claims Charles is keen to heal the rift between the family and his youngest son Harry, 38. In his first televised address to the nation on September 9, King Charles said, I want also to express my love for Harry and Meghan as they continue to build their lives overseas. King Charles also allowed Prince Harry, who served in Afghanistan, to wear his military uniform during a vigil last Saturday night along with the Queen's other grandchildren, in which they guarded her coffin as it lay in state in Westminster Hall. Despite the fact he is no longer a working royal, King Charles granted his youngest son permission to don the military uniform so he could pay his respects to his grandmother. However, Nicholl's book claims previous attempts have been made to smooth things over between the Sussexes and other royals over the last 2 years, which have somewhat fallen flat. The book reported King Charles, who was then Prince of Wales, invited Harry and Meghan to tea just weeks after the Duke of Edinburgh's memorial service, as the couple stopped off in the UK before heading to The Hague to attend an Invictus Games event. However, an unnamed family friend told Nickel the meeting was awkward and only lasted for around 15 minutes after the Duke and Duchess were late to meet then Prince Charles and then Duchess of Cornwall, Camilla. They claimed Harry actually suggested that they use a mediator to try and sort things out, which had Charles somewhat bemused and Camilla spluttering into her tea. They added the Queen Consort told the Duke his suggestion was ridiculous and that they would resolve their differences within the family.